I'm pleased to introduce the student commencement speaker for the class of 2011, Mr. Michael Mutz. Michael is a local student from Lakeland, Florida, and graduated from Lakeland Christian School. Michael is an interdisciplinary studies and business management major. Following graduation, he hopes to pursue a career as a missions coordinator for a socially responsible organization. His passion for missions has taken him on more than 15 mission trips to 12 different countries. Michael is the student body president, and during his first 2 years at Southeastern, he was involved with the Department of Spiritual Formation, assisting with the planning and implementation of the Hunger and Thirst services and the Renew and Encounter Chapel services. He is also the president and founder of Design the Difference, an online apparel firm that he started last year that contributes 10% of each sale to various charitable organizations. Michael enjoys skydiving, rock climbing, snowboarding, and get this, has 11 brothers and sisters. Would you welcome Michael Mutz?
Good evening. Greetings to all my fellow graduates, their families, friends, and faculty during this night of celebration. It's an honor to get to briefly speak with you about the potential for our future. We have spent the last 4 years discovering who we are and dreaming of what's to come. As we leave tonight, we have the opportunity to do something significant. We have the chance to face the fears of the unknown, our jobs, school bills, living on our own, even living out our dreams. My personal greatest fear is that I would miss the purpose Christ has called me to. That, like Esau, I would sell my God-given birthright for a bowl of stew, for something instantly gratifying that lasts for just a moment. To hit the mark, we must fulfill our life's purpose. Theodore Roosevelt said, "Far better is it to dare mighty things, to win glorious triumphs, even though checkered by failure, than to rank with those poor spirits who neither suffer much nor gain much, because they live a gray twilight that knows neither victory nor defeat." Roosevelt challenges us that it'd be better to live a life with great victories and great failures than to live complacently. God has called us to something significant. He has a specific purpose for us. Henry Nouwen is quoted saying, "We seldom realize fully that we're sent to fulfill God-given tasks. We act as if we have to choose how, where, and with whom to live. We act as if we were simply dropped down in creation, and we have to decide how to entertain ourselves until we die. But we were sent into the world by God, just as Jesus was. Once we start living our lives with that conviction, we will soon know what to do with the time that we've been sent for." If you desire to fill your God-given purpose, then go to the Lord for guidance. Expect that there will be adversity, but take it on with God as your defense. Pray fervently for his leading. Start now. You'll always be able to find an excuse to wait, but do not wait to fulfill what God has laid on your heart. Courage is not the absence of fear. Real courage is a willingness to move forward in the face of fear. Taking courage and acting on your godly passions has been the most valuable lesson I've learned at Southeastern. I learned to face the unknown and walk forward with assurance. I learned that if I wanted to pursue and accomplish the dreams I had, it would take bold action. To hit the right mark, we must pursue our passions. It's not enough to be good for something. The essence of Christianity is an adventure, a discovery of what God's calling you to do. This year I noticed something new about passion. I noticed that the greatest accomplishments in history have been achieved by people with great fervor. The fathers of Christianity, of our nation, even those that have influenced us at this university, have been people of passion. Passion pulls us into the future and away from the status quo. It moves us from good to great. It forces us and inspires us to take the next step and the step after that. Martin Luther King Jr. was a man of passion. He learned what his God-given purpose was because he was already following hard after God. He accomplished momentous things because he had passion. He was a man that was willing to be pulled forward into the mission of God. His success, however, did not come in an instant. It did not come from being complacent. but rather Martin Luther King passionately worked hard for reform. The last key to hit your mark is work hard. Erwin McManus once said, "If you refuse to give up, your hard work will be one day mistaken for talent, your resilience for genius, and your determination for luck." He challenges us that the significant things are not only achieved by smart or lucky people, but by people who simply work hard, people who day in and day out push forward. 2 Timothy 2:15 states, "Do your best to present yourselves to God as one approved, a workman who does not need to be ashamed and who correctly handles the word of truth." Many of us are familiar with Thomas Edison. Edison said, "Just because something doesn't do what you planned it to do doesn't mean it's useless. If we did all the things we were capable of, we would literally astound ourselves. I've not failed, I've just found 10,000 ways that won't work." His persistence and hard work brought us the light bulb. I believe each of us has the potential to play a great role in history, but we must put ourselves to a great work. We have all shared in putting forth great effort for academic excellence, and we sit here today as graduates of our university, and we are here because we've worked for it. These 4 years, we've stayed up late, we've woken up early, we've planned, we've definitely procrastinated, and we learned a great deal because we chose to work. I challenge you to carry on with a hard work ethic as we march into what comes next. One step, one moment at a time, let us commit ourselves to Christ as we carry on our labor. Our faculty, staff, and administration has worked to shape each individual to become a world changer, to become a shaper of culture. So let us carry on the legacy that we've been entrusted with and work hard to shape the world as Christ has called us. As you take the next step into life, it's my deepest desire that you would fulfill your purpose, live passionately, and work hard. I pray that you will make this great education you've earned mean something. Fulfilling your dreams is not simply a check in the bank, starting a megachurch, making a scientific discovery, writing a concerto, running a successful business or a marketing firm. It's not bringing reform and change. It isn't filming a great movie in Hollywood, and it's definitely not the letters you may earn before and after your name. Life is about fulfilling your dream. It's about fulfilling the dream God gave you and looking back at the end of your life with resounding peace that God will say, "Well done, my good and faithful servant." Thank you.